Generic greetings and welcome to Beverage plus Democracy 3 once again. Today's beverage is Ovaltine. I don't know why, I like Ovaltine, but it's one of those drinks that I put away, I go, oh, I like that, and I have some, and then I totally forget about it for months and months and months. But last night I opened the cupboard, actually to get a lemon tea, and discovered that I didn't have any, but I did have an Ovaltine, had that, and now I am drinking it. Hence price. So, Democracy 3. This is a game I featured several times before, and just recently I did a video where I wanted to do one of the awards. I wanted to try and not play it as I would personally, like, and make choices that I personally would make if I was in the situation of the Prime Minister or Chancellor or President, whatever. But I'll try to do it as role-playing type thing. I wanted to do the oil dependency achievement. So you make your oil dependency, you have to have a high oil dependency. I didn't manage to do it, and what we ended up with was a everybody hates you scenario, where everybody, all of the voting population hated me, and I think I got about 3% of the total vote, and it was the worst thing I've ever got, but it was amazingly good fun to do, and people seemed to like it. And immediately after, obviously, people in the comments were saying, oh, we should do this, they should do this. There's loads of other achievements. So I think there's one like surveillance state. Oh, there it is there. Surveillance society. Everywhere our people go, we have them under observation. We see and hear everything. Remember, citizen, you have nothing to fear. So it's a bit Citizen Kane type thing. So there's that one we could go for. There's also, I think, a military one. Oh, there it is there. Military one. You've got a narcotics one. You've got God's Kingdom up there as well. Socialist Paradise. Things like that. Police State. There's only these ones you can do. And I think we're going to do some of these. I think what we're going to try and go for is God's Kingdom, because I don't know how that would work out. I think it's going to be an interesting one to try and do. So basically make it so the entire population of our country is, you know, united under God and all of that sort of thing. That's what we're trying to do there. We might also go for a military state as well, or maybe surveillance. We'll see what we can do, but as we saw with the original, doesn't matter what I try, we might not get there, because one thing that this game teaches you, if nothing else, there's two things it really does teach you, is that there's always two sides to every story. And also, things that you do might not have the impact that you want, okay? Which is, you know, like I say, it does teach you a couple of good things on that way. Anyway, it's still just a good fun, which is interesting as well. Let's go to United Kingdom, because obviously that's where I live. We're going to go for, well, that's who we're against, the Democratic Union. And we're going to be called the, we could be called the Generic Party, but I think we're going to be called the God Party. No, we'll call it the Generic Party. No, God Party. There we go, the God Party. What God? I have no idea what generic deity we're going to be sponsoring in this one. There we go. I know a lot of people were asking me at the time, because I mentioned when we first started the last one of these ones, I went to the Creationism versus Evolution, and I said, oh, well, we could say both, currently it's both systems, we could say evolution only, or we could say creationism only, blah, blah, and as you can see, if we max that out, we actually reduce the technology backwater. If we put it to nothing, which is what we're going to do, creationism only, so basically, we're going to be teaching only God created everything, blah, blah, blah. I said at the time, you know, I did it up here, and I said, yeah, evolution only, because that's what I personally believe. A lot of people were asking me about that. I don't know why. I don't know. People seem to be interested in your religious, I don't know what preference or whatever. But mine is, I don't care. I really don't care that much. I really don't care that much. It's like, the best way I can describe it is, what water polo team do you support, or do you prefer? What you don't? You don't like water polo, or you don't watch it? I mean, that's the same thing with me. It's just no, I don't care. It's not for me. I don't really label myself as agnostic or atheist or anything like that, because I just don't care. Yeah, there could be some being either via evolution or via genetics or via technology or whatever that is so powerful it could just create things like that. But then because you already defined it is now no longer God, and if there's one thing that you could really say about religion, it's just a bit vague, really. And yeah, generally I just don't care that much. Like I said, I don't need to wear a label on my head that says I do not like water polo. I'm not going to do the same as saying I don't believe God, because it's a moot point for me. That's the way I look at it. Anyway, let's see what we can do. So we've minimized this, so we're going to say creationism only. That's what we're going to be doing there. And I think what we'll do now is pretty much end the turn, because we're sort of running out of stuff anyway. GM food proposed. We can either allow GM crops, or we can ban the sale of GM food. We're going to ban that because that will... obviously, if we allow it, then that will really get the the religious like sort of vote like messed up, so they won't like that. They won't like that at all. Abortion law, actually, let's just, if we put that right down to nothing, liberals will not like, because religious will go up there, so we can go a total ban on that one. Again, not really something I would personally choose at all, but that's what we're going to go for. We could go for, we need to start thinking about things like welfare fraud. That's always something that you need to do. Yeah, I think that's just generally good. Fraud, you know. There we go. Get the fraud team on the case. As long as it's not harassment, we're okay with that one. As I said, we've already got a surplus of 2.61 billion, which is good. I don't know why that is the case. I don't know how that is the case at all, but we've got this technology backwater that hopefully we can try and reduce it, but I don't know what we can do about that one. So you can teach a lot. It's weird because you can say put a lot of science funding in here, which increases your technology and GDP and things like that, but it doesn't. It's weird because it doesn't, you know, you're teaching creationism, but then on the other hand you're also teaching science, which I've always had this weird thing that there's always going to be some sort of conflict there. The things are not, I mean, some people say polar opposites. I don't know whether that's the case or not, but they do seem to be, you know, the opposite end of the scale, really. One belief and one sort of what you could argue say is logic and reason. But, you know, like I say, I'm not knocking people, you know, religious people. That's their, you know, their choice, their protection law. Let's say we will limit it, because why not? You know, that's their choice. It's just when it's forced on other people is when it becomes problematic. Beliefs and all that sort of thing. Right, so how is our money? Deficit of 4.5 billion. Excuse me, not very good. What can we do to reduce that? Well, obviously we are reducing our technology backwater. That should, as you can see, it's currently going up because of the creationism versus evolution, but then I'm also trying to offset that with science funding. Technology will also go up because of my science funding as well. But let's start going for a bit of public services. Let's start going for where is it? Faith school subsidies. There it is there, okay? So we need to put that into place, but we don't have the technology, we don't have the political capital, so we're going to end that turn, and then we'll say there's a superhero, credit rating is downgraded, crime has gone down. Why has crime gone right down? Let's have a quick look. Oh, because of the superhero, of course. The superhero has caused that there. I don't know whether religious stuff sorts this out or not. Let's have a quick look. Don't think so. Don't think so. Let's have a quick look. Is there a religion thing in here? Creation versus evolution. Religious. They're just like, it's just abortion law. Doesn't really mess around with that one too much. Anyway, let's go for our law and order. No, public services rather. And we'll go for faith school subsidies still there. You need 50 political capital. Sadly, I don't think I can have 50 political capital by the look of it. We can't have school prayer. What else can we do? Public religious broadcasting. There we go. Max that out. Racial tension. The voice of faith and reason needs to be heard. Have an effect. Adding public religious broadcasts will do great service to countering all the bad influence of modern mass media, as well as making people value the right thing again. Racial tension will be massively increased, which is not good, but we're going to have to try and do something about that. Let's go to Race Discrimination Act. Well, again, max that out. So, again, we're going to try and counteract what we've just done there, because we're not trying to force any one particular, like, because the thing about this is it doesn't say pick your religion in this one, right? It's more we're just going to go for the idea of belief. That's what we're trying to focus on here. So we need to reduce racial tension. How are we going to do that? So racial tension, the best way to reduce it is community policing. There we go. Max that out. There we are. Okay. 31 political capital. What can we do? We still got a bit of a deficit, so we need to start doing a bit of tax here. So I think, punitive tax on superstars would help us out. Airline tax, carbon tax would be quite good. That gives you a lot of income, but we don't have the political capital. Let's end the turn. And then freedom of information, we can either reject the proposal or propose. We're going to reject the proposal. How is our deficit? It's going up. Right, okay, so we'll go for technology college. Not yet. Stem cell research, you definitely don't want that in, because that really knocks down the the stuff there as well, the religious stuff. Let's go for a bit of carbon tax. We could max it out. but that will really put GDP in the tank, and we don't want that one. Energy efficiency will go up. Air travel will go down. We could max it out. Oh, you know what? Let's max it out. Let's just try that. We've got a deficit, but let's just see what happens here. National Armed Forces Week? Let's go for that one. That'll increase our Patriot stuff, and we are going to try and do the whole... overseas stuff as well. We're going to, not overseas stuff, sorry. The military might thing. GDP's gone down. Appoint a UN ambassador. We'll go for Regina Phillips, which is we'll fight Patriot and fighting tooth and claw to get our needs heard and all of that one. So that's cool. Where we are on asthma. Asthma epidemic is going down. That is good. Our technology backwater is slowly reducing, as you can see, because of science funding as well. That's very good. Our uncompetitive economy is reducing as well. Pollution controls, we could max it out, but let's leave that for now. Labour laws, no, let's not mess around with that one too much. 26 political capital. Recycling, we definitely want to max that out. We might as well. No reason why we can't. As I said, I can move things around, like on the whole... like recycling stuff, if it doesn't affect our religious stuff. Like, so that's the one we're trying to focus on here. We go for clean energy subsidies. We could again max out, but I think we'll leave that as is. We need to go for tourism ad campaign, maybe? What will that do? That will bring foreign relations up and then tourism as well. So that would be quite good because we do want to get some more tourists. Import tariffs will be quite good, but that will reduce our uncompetitive economy a lot. International trade will go down. But you know what? I think we might do that. Let's try and make... yeah, everything will be all, like, sort of secluded and secular. I guess that's what we're going to go for there. Mary Wood, with someone with no picture for some reason. Displeased with current government policy. That's problematic. Patriots going up. Everybody is not liking me at all. The popularity is right in the tank here. What can we do to increase popularity? We want to... public libraries... would be quite good. That'll increase our education quality and the retired. Public services, micro-generational grants, increase the environment, CO2 emissions will go down, environmentalists will be happy. We have got a nice surplus there, which is quite good. Obviously because of the tax as well. Credit rating upgraded, which is fantastic. The global economy is in recession and it's having a negative effect on GDP. Because of our import tax as well, we don't really... I don't know if we're going to be... don't know if that's going to affect us a lot. Either way, what I'm going to try and do now is max out our policing. So we have got a surplus. That's not a lot of money, but it does reduce our vigilante mobs massively. We've already done our CCTV cameras. Police force is already going up. That is National Armed Forces Week, which we've got going there. Racial Discrimination Act is maxed out. What's that? That's jury trial if requested. Intelligence services, that's it. Organised crime, we need to get that right down. Organised crime is always a problem, like you need to get that right down quickly. Message from Minister Manuel Watson. Curb banking bonuses, let's do nothing and allow them to continue because, alright. And what else should we do? Well, I definitely want things like the... I definitely want... ban private education, ban healthcare. Faith school subsidies would be really cool to get in. We really want to get that. National anthem, start of the news. What if we put that in place? Yeah. Newsreader sings. Oh, let's go for that one. That's just so funny we have to put that in. Right, okay, not bad. Uncompetitive economy is at an end. Celebrity endorsement, apparently. Excellent. Credit rating upgraded. Okay, that's not bad. Uncompetitive economy's ditched. Technology backwater is going down, regardless of my choices here. Looks like my percentage of... popularity stuff is going up. That's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. Right, okay. Economy. Space shuttle we don't want. Technology grants we don't want. Foreign investor tax breaks. Antibiotics ban. What can we have? Diversity quotas for companies. What will that do? Racial tension will be massively reduced. Quality increased. Capitalists won't like you. Ethnic minorities will. Yes, we'll put that in place because we might have a problem with the what we're doing in places. So let's end that turn there. Still haven't dealt with things like homelessness and stuff. Looks like there's an ethnic plot. So it's a good job we've just put that in place because we are trying to reduce that as well. We're trying to reduce the the racial tension stuff. Looks like we've got crimes going down, vigilante mobs, and then power lines. We can either build power lines straight over an area or stop the construction. We're just going to build the power lines straight across. Let's just get it done. It looks like ghettos is slowly going down, only just. We've got intelligence services that are okay. Our street gangs is going right down. Look at that. We've got our organised crime going down again, and we've got alcohol going down as well. That's fantastic. Why is that getting massively reduced? I guess because of the police force and community policing, which is good as well. Asthma is also going down. That'll be end shortly. We've got homelessness, which is increasing, which is not good. What's feeding into that? Unemployment. So we need to reduce unemployment. Military spending. Let's increase our military spending. Currently well trained. Actually, let me revert the changes there. What have we got on surplus? 26 billion on surplus. So if we could max it out, unemployment goes right down, liberal goes right down, and state employees goes up, patriots, lovers as well. Let's go for that one. Let's go for that. That's going to really put our economy in the tank a bit. But speed limits, we're going to raise them or no change. We'll raise them because why not? Crime's gone down, unemployment's gone down. We now are still on a surplus of 24 billion because it will take a little bit of time to get that up, you see. What else have we got? We've got luxury goods tax. What's this one? This is a tourism ad campaign. That's good. We want to go for foreign aid. What's that currently set at? That's okay, but that doesn't affect religious stuff. How are we going to alter that? We really need to get that. We really need more religious stuff in here. What can we do? What can we do? Human cloning, they will not like that. Compulsory language, national anthems in schools. Why not? Let's max that out. Youth won't like it, but you know, they're only young for so long. Capitalist plot, thanks for that. So we now got 2 plots going to kill me. Poverty's increasing, crime's reducing, unemployment's gone down. It looks like Manuel Watson doesn't like me. If welfare minister resigns, and we've got a stress epidemic, let's manage our cabinet. Let's hire someone for welfare. So, you. Francisco Johnson, welfare. Yes, the good loyalty, not very good experience. Actually, no. Let's look for people where it says sympathies, where it says socialist, farmers, trade union. Let's have a quick look. Youth capitalist, religious. There we go. There's another religious. You. Charlotte Ross. Okay. We could reshuffle the entire cabinet. Let's do that. Let's reshuffle the entire cabinet and we'll get them all on the sympathies of religion. Right, okay. Let's hire this one. So, a new Minister for Foreign Policy. So if it says religious, we might get them. There we go. There's one religious and foreign. As long as it says religious for sympathies and desired jobs foreign policy, we want to get that one. So religious, that's okay. What else have we got? Religious and foreign policy there as well, and their loyalty is a little bit higher as well. Looks like it is you. Okay, there we go. So, one. Minister for Welfare. There's another one there. Religious and welfare, but not very experienced, you see. So let's keep going down. Looks like it's going to have to be you. Alright. Economy. Economy. Like I said, just keep looking around for... it looks like we haven't got one for any sympathies for religion. Yes, I've missed it. I can't see it. What I'll do then, I'll get the person with the most political capital. Patriot and capitalist. We've definitely got a lot of patriot in this one, so let's go for that one. So keep going down. Another one there as well. Okay, so this is for tax. They want to do welfare. You. Environmentalists and conservatives. Lightly is high up because we've got a quite good environmentalist, so that's okay. I say we could just go for max out political capital instead as well. Public services. We're not going to get... There's not a lot of religious stuff in here, is it? It's a shame. Right. So, youth, capitalist, environmental, blah, blah, blah. I don't really like reshuffling the cabinet too much because it takes ages to sort out. Again, this is another one that we haven't really got. Anyone that really wants the job, go for you. And then finally... So this has been pretty much a bust when it comes to doing what I wanted to do. I wanted to get... fine, that guy's got a picture. I'm going to have to put someone in place that hasn't really got... See, probably for transport. Transport, there we go. Okay, so we've got everybody in there. Loyalty is quite high, experience is low, sympathies, religious capitalist is the main thing, what we're going for. Political capital, blah, blah. Maximum is 30. That's garbage. We can only have a maximum of 30. Surely we can't. We can have more than that. I don't know. Maybe not. Oh, because I've reshuffled, of course. Right, anyway, so... Let's go for a National Business Council that increases GDP and capitalists, which obviously they're liking us. Homelessness is going up. We need to decrease it. We can reduce it by state housing. We could increase that. But we don't have a lot of money, so I'll put it to about there. There we are. Surplus has actually got we actually got a good surplus going there. That's pretty cool. Another capitalist plot, thank you very much. Whistleblower, we can either prosecute or reform. We're going to just prosecute because whatever. Health going down, that's not good. Education going down. Oh dear, why is this going down? Because of private schools, I guess. Okay. Employment's going up. Let's go back to education. Private schools, state schools. Could max that out. Education goes up. Private schools go right down. That's okay. There we go. Because obviously we've got national anthems in our state schools, so that's going to work out. Right, end the turn again. And ban same-sex marriage. Obviously, if I allow that, then the religious people will just totally rub me off. So I cannot at all allow marriage. So we're going to have to ban that. Crime's gone up, which is not good. I don't know why it's gone up. Homelessness, because of homelessness, of course. But current employment's going down, which is quite good. We've got a nice deficit of 41. Oh, God. Right, why is the deficit just being hit? I'm guessing because I've just increased the spending on things. Okay. We've got street gangs going down. We've got alcohol abuse going down. We've got ghettos. Is it racial? I always thought that was racial tension. No. Combination of immigration, street crime, and racial tension. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, okay. That's going down only slowly. Organised crime is just going back up again, which is not good. 41 political capital. I'm going to end the turn because I want to see how much I can max out, you see. And thanks for another capitalist plot. Terrorists captured, which is good. And we've got 54. Yes, right, okay. So we can now go to public services. And where is it? Ban healthcare. Faith school subsidies. Max it out. Racial tension goes up. Religious goes up. Education goes up. Religious schools can achieve good academic standards. Their supporters make a case that the government should subsidise methods of education that are proven to be effective. Critics say that religion has no place in education and the government cannot be seen to push a particular religion on children. And we're spending $6 billion on that. Okay. Right, we managed to get that in. Obviously, no more political capital, but we'll end the turn. Looks like we've got some elections. So here we go. I didn't even know what our was. Ah, shit. Oh, well, that didn't work out. So it looks like, apparently, I didn't get in, but it was a close-knit thing. 32% of the vote. The opposition got 43. Non-voters 25. That's better than this. The last election here. Health has went down. It's weird because education's went up. Let's have a quick look at the changes here. So health has went down by 3%. Not good at all. Education's increased by nearly 10. Crimes went down nearly 40%. Equality's increased. Poverty's went down. Violent crime has went down. The environment has been increased. The working week has been reduced. Technology has increased. Rail usage has gone up. Car usage has gone down. Unemployment has gone down. CO2 emissions have nearly halved. Energy efficiency has nearly doubled. International trade has gone right down. Foreign relations has gone right down. Immigration has gone down. Air travel has gone down. Racial tension has gone up, which is, oil demand down. Supply down, middle earnings increased, poor earnings, GDP down, private housing down. You know what? Tourism increased. Most of this food price gone up, not good. Industrial automation's gone up, average temperature's gone up, internet currency adoption's gone up. Most of it is probably quite good, I think. Things like education going up and crime going down obviously is really good. CO2 emissions going down, energy efficiency going up, unemployment going down. All of this is good. All these are good things, but even because, despite that, it looks like the opposition not worked out. The capitalists obviously have won. A capitalist, liberal, and whatnot have really gone against me. But it does prove that if you probably play it a little bit... I mean, I obviously have blasted through this to try and, you know, speed things up a little bit, obviously. Because otherwise, if I sit there, like, for 20 minutes thinking about one slider, you're going to die of boredom if you haven't already. But, things like that, you can see that, you know, it's, you know, you can see that, I guess, if you play it correctly, you could get back in. And then keep going, and eventually you would get to that God's Kingdom thing that I was trying to go for. If you played it a little bit better, you understand. But it just proved that it is possible. It is possible. If you start in America, though, I believe, if you go for a new game, let's have a quick look. Religion is Christian 71%. But if you go for America, religion is a lot higher, and you play that. Let's just quickly fire that up just for a second. I think it's easier to do God's Kingdom in America for various reasons. That's obesity, I think, yes. But if you go for this, you can see that both systems are taught, but it is sliding towards the left. More religious already in here as well. So yes, it's probably easier to do. Look at the surplus. There's a lot of money there. Loads of stuff you can do. Anyway, yeah, it's probably, as I said, it's probably easier to do in America than anything else. But either way, what's that there? Antisocial behaviour, not great. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. As always, links in the description so you can check it out yourself. Actually, I want to mention as well that another, not like a sort of standalone game of has this been announced. It's called Democracy 3 Africa, I think it's called. Where basically it's going to be Democracy 3 but based on Africa, not just like, I don't know why Africa. I have read a little bit about it, not really a lot of it. But if you like this, then probably something to keep an eye out for. I don't think it's out until next year or something. But I did notice, that's a bit of a weird spin on it. Either way, I'd like to see more add-ons to this. I know there's a lot of stuff in the Steam Workshop. If you fire up the Steam Workshop with this, you'll notice that there's a lot of people who put loads of stuff in, like things like nuclear stuff. You can increase or decrease, more military things. There's lots of additions and things that they've put on the Steam Workshop, because obviously it's quite an easy game to mod. I believe it's been made so it can be easy to mod, and obviously it's not like you have to make like loads of models and graphics and mess around with stuff like that. You basically make a white circle with a couple of different pictures and sort it out from there, really. But, you know. Anyway, as I said, links in the description. You can check it out yourself. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.